Welcome back to another episode of the Bolton RTG Career Mode here on FC24. It's the season finale, and with 5 games left to go in the season, we are currently sitting second in the championship. We are 5 games away from being automatically promoted from the championship, or 5 games away from being in the playoffs. That is all. We are guaranteed us playoff spot. We have Luton Town, who is in third, only 1 point behind us. We have Sunderland, who is only 3 points behind us, and we have Leicester City, who is 3 points ahead of us. We have a game against Leicester City. We also have a game against Sunderland in today's episode. We also have a game against Coventry City, who is currently sitting in 7th, fighting for one of the final playoff spots in the league there. So we have Coventry will play, we have Leicester, then we have Sunderland, then we have Southampton and Birmingham. Now Southampton this season, they went from a playoff final all the way down to 16th, and Birmingham, they're all the way down in 20th. So those are 2 Leicester games. So if we can come out these 3 games unscathed, then we could be on a victory lap here against Southampton and Birmingham. 3 very important games. And let's just get straight to business. Coventry City up first here. They're fighting for a playoff spot. We're fighting for automatic promotion. We're fighting for the league title as well. Let's try and get up into the Premier League. Palmer right, and Haji right for Coventry City takes the lead. It's 1-0. And boys have to wake up. We had that really good chance with Irakunda and Broha, but we couldn't connect to it cleanly. And now we suffer from that. Young into Irakunda. And Irakunda crossed in for Broha again. And Broha does get his head to it. We'll get a corner out of this one. And this is a chance for the corner king himself to get a header that might actually go in the back of the net if we can find him. Patino into Broha. And Thomas cleared it. Irakunda back out wide to Patino. Back post all the way to Vias. Down to Reggie. Reggie crossed in. Broha can't get to it. Young. Patino. Out wide to Hutchinson. He will get there. Amari now. Still Amari. Broha. Broha saved it out for a corner. Bakuni on this side. Broha header. Broha goal. It's 1-1. The corner king is at it again. I wonder how many of his goals is off of a corner. Irakunda just cross it in. Hope of something. Broha on the rebound. That header will go well over the bar. And we'll go halftime here. 1-1. Broha's header right before the break. It drew us level. Gave us a clean slate to come into the second half for now. And Haji Wright's going to use his pace that he has to explode. The keeper's going to try and come out to collect that. He can't. Haji Wright has the lead for Coventry City. And we can't let him turn and just let him to explode his pace all over us. That sounds crazy. But it's 2-1 for Coventry City. It's a Haji Wright brace. It's Wright versus Broha. Out wide for Young. Irakunda now. Irakunda crossed in. Broha! It's 2-2! The head king is at it again. And Irakunda, that was a beautiful cross as well. But we're back to level terms here. 70 minutes in here. And Armando Broha is obviously the top goal scorer for the entire league. But he's looking to put his team now up into that automatic promotion spot, trying to secure that. We're already there. We just got to secure it and keep it up. Mason Clark down the left-hand side. We're running out of time. It's looking like Coventry City might have the last chances here of the game. Haji Wright, no penalty, Cannon, and Ndiaye turn and go. And now we will have the last chance of the game here. It's Ndiaye into Broha. Back to Ndiaye. No, that was an awful decision-making play there. A 2-2 draw is all. That's it. We'll settle it there. A point for each club. A point in each of our hopes of making the playoffs. A Broha brace headers. A Haji Wright just brace of abusing his pace. And after drawing that game, Luton Town won their game. So now they are ahead of us. They are sitting in that second spot. We are 1 point behind them. However, we can get back up in there if we are to take down Leicester City here. All we do need to do is win this game, and we're back into the top 2, or possibly even top of the table as well. This is a very important game. This is the most important game of the season that we have left. This will determine whether or not we can make playoffs or automatic promotion. Harrelson crossed in Avias. Charlie Patino now. Iracunda go. Iracunda, use your pace you have. Hutchinson is alongside with you. Bergvall is lacking behind. It might be an Iracunda job by himself. No, it's not. It's going to be Heather Hutchinson. And it's 1-0 for Bolton. Omari Hutchinson. A little bit of a sweaty tapping goal, but the touch by Iracunda right at the end kind of forced that pass to actually have to happen. And it's 1-0 for Bolton. And my controller is going to disconnect number 1 of the day. Bacuna, that's a great toe poke away now in Bacuna, down the right hand side. Bacuna into Broha, Broha into Charlie, and Charlie couldn't get the ball from underneath his feet. Got the shot off still, but it was out, saved easily, cleared by a defender, out for a throw in here. Sessignon quickly into Iracunda. Iracunda now, a couple touches in the cross. It's not that great of a cross this time. Surely that's a foul, referee. Holy cow. Referee, blow your whistle now at least, and you do blow your whistle. It's a 1-0 lead going into halftime. It's been all pretty much Bolton for the first half. Leicester had a couple of moments, but it's been all Bolton here, and we are 45 minutes away from being back into the automatic promotion spots. Pryor, Nico Murr, Almador saves. Leicester City waking up. Look at that ball. Look at that ball over to Hutchinson. That's a great ball. Omari now. Omari! 2 for Bolton, and Leicester City are in trouble. They might be in the playoffs now. It might be us in Luton Town going automatically up. It might be Leicester having to go through the playoffs. Bergvall down the left-hand side. Bergvall to put the dagger in it. He has Broha. He'll find Broha. And Armando Broha will put the dagger into Leicester City. It's 3-0 for Bolton here. And automatic promotion is looming now. Only Sunderland is really on our way. Broha into Iracunda, and Iracunda now. It's just all glory for Bolton, and it will continue. Bergvall on the rebound. 4-0 for Bolton. Coventry City was a harder game than this one, quite clearly. There was 4 games in that game, but it was actually split up evenly. This time it all belongs to us. And that is game over. Bolton win 4-0, taking down Leicester City, potentially leaping over them into the top spot if Luton Town are to drop points. If they don't drop points, we're at least second minimum. Leicester City are in the playoffs as it stands. Unless Luton Town lose, and they'd be in second, would just leap over them. But 3 games left to go. 1 against Mr. Sunderland, and then 2 against some bottom to mid-table clubs. And we are top of the table. Leicester City still remain in second because Luton Town lost. Luton Town absolutely fumbled their chances. Sunderland are still in it as well. That's the crazy. The top 4 all in, not only the top 2 spot, but as well as the league race there. But right now we lead the league race, and we can nearly but all wrap it up now. And here we go. The second most important game of the season. This one will almost nearly seal it all that will get automatically promoted. This one will seal the fate for Sunderland, or for Sunderland for sure. Whether or not they'll have a chance to get automatically promoted. It's Clausen. That's a terrible touch over the top. Clausen is starting instead of Patino. Fontanarossa is starting instead of Austin Trusty. And I believe that's the only changes I made. Clark. Clausen out wide to Iracunda, and Iracunda down the left-hand side, and Iracunda now using his pace to get by the Sunderland defenders. He'll lay it off for Hutchinson, and Hutchinson shot saved by the keeper over the bar and out for a corner. Bacuna. Broha! Corner king strikes again. 1-0 for Bolton. God, we got to figure out a way to keep this man. It's Armando Broha again. And it's 1-0 for Bolton again. Young now trying to defend. It won't happen. It's Bieda. It's into Clark. That's a possible penalty. It will be a penalty. Of course it will. A chance for Sunderland to draw level now. Young fouled. Is Clark on the pen? It's Clark. It's Almadar saves. Out for a corner. And the referee blows his whistle for halftime instead. It's 1-0 at the break. A chance for Sunderland to draw a level right at the end there. Can't convert the pen. And Armando Broja is leading his team up into the Premier League. His temporary team. Bakunia now down the right-hand side. Left-hand side, I should say. Looking to switch the field for Hutchinson on the right-hand side. It's a good ball. It'll fall for Hutchinson nicely. Now it's just Hutchinson by himself, though. Omari crossed in. It won't fall to Broja, but it will fall out for a corner. Defender couldn't push it out. Keeping it in play. Bakunia, can we find Broja to double the lead? No. Bergvall from outside the box, off the crossbar. Broja on the rebound, saved by Patterson. Cleared by defenders, but maybe only as wide as Irakunda. Broja, Irakunda, Bergvall, Bakunia. And now here comes Sunderland, looking still for that equalizer. We're still only up 1-0, and here comes equalizer. Nope, Almadar is keeping his goalie of the year, player of the year potentials up. I don't think he'll win player of the year, to be honest. I think it'll be Broja that will win player of the year for at least our team. It's Hutchinson down the right-hand side. Omari will cut inside, and Omari Cannon. Sunderland is stepping the pressure up, trying to close down every angle they got. We got to use all the width that we can. It's Young now. Young into Charlie. Charlie into Bergvall. Bergvall from distance. Can't get the shot off cleanly, but he'll still have possession. Clausen out wide for Irakunda. Irakunda. That's a penalty, and Irakunda will have a chance to double the lead and put the game to bed. It's a penalty committed by Dembele on for Sunderland. Or Pembele, not Dembele. Austin Trusty will come on for Fontanarossa to close the game out here. But Armando Broja, a chance to completely close out the scoreline. Top left, Armando, and the keeper will save it as well. Ethan and Warrior on for Bergvall. Hutchinson into Broja. That's punched out. Hutchinson back into the box. There was nobody in the box anyway, but blocked out again. 5 minutes left to go. Irakunda. Clark crossed in. It's Ba for Sunderland. It's Adiuchi. It's Cannon. It's Mayenda. It's Sunderland level things up here at the end of the game. And how much will that affect us? We could fall out of the top 2 spots now. Sunderland 1, Bolton 1. A chance for them to level it up. This could be a chance for them to score the winner, but it's not. It could be a chance for us to be only conceding a consolation goal. We missed our pen. And that's the game over just like that. 2 games left to go, and hopefully, we're not automatically or hopefully we are still an automatic promotion spot. But I have a feeling we might not be. And we're still top of the table. We drew to Sunderland, but Leicester City also lost. They didn't even draw. They lost again. They lost back-to-back games. Luton Town only drew, so they're level on points now with Leicester City, only behind on goal difference. And Sunderland are now only a point behind the top 2 spot, 3 points behind us. And we have 2 games left to go against Southampton and against Birmingham City. We are going to go ahead and simulate through this game against Southampton. We'll jump in if need be, but my eyes are set on playing against Birmingham and getting it over the line there. We can't win the league now, so there's no point in playing it. Unfortunately, if we do win the league, it will have to be lifted at the home ground of Birmingham. It won't be our home ground, unfortunately. And Omari Hutchinson scores in the 24th minute to give us the edge early on here. And Charlie Patino will double the lead in the 38th. It's 2-0 for Bolton.
2-0 now. Oh, yes!
And Iracunda is on the score sheet early in the second half here. It's 3-0 for Bolton. Sunderland get one back. It's 3-1. Reggie Cannon will make it 4-0 and reinstate that 3-goal lead. Bolton on fire. Iracunda makes it 5-1. And we end that with a dominant 5-1 win here against Southampton. 10 chances, or 10 shots, and we scored half of them. Now it's time for the final game of the season to confirm our victory. We are actually automatically promoted anyway. There is no way we can bottle it. We are automatically promoted. We are Premier League bound. It's now just the final game for a formality of trying to win the league and determine whether or not it's Leicester City going into the top two or if it's Luton Town going to win the league. It's all to play for those three teams, but at least one of them, one of the two spots is belonging to Bolton here. Let's see if we can wrap it up and win the entire league. One game left to go to determine whether or not we win the league or not. We're automatically promoted already, so we'll be in the Premier League next season. Let's see if we can get some more money by winning the entire league. And let's look at the results and the fixtures for these top other teams here. Sunderland are playing Stoke, who are all the way down in 15th. Leicester are playing Blackburn Rovers, who is in 12th. So that's interesting. That should be easier games for those two. And Luton are playing Watford, who are currently sitting in 15th as well. So all relatively easy games for all three of those teams. And one of those is only going to be automatically promoted with us. And it might be Luton Town because I expect all three of them to win, and obviously that would put Luton Town top of, well, not top of the table, but at least in the second spot minimum. This is our team. It's our last game with Broha. It's our last game with Charlie Patino. It's our last game with some players. Let's see what the boys can do here. Broha, will you come back? I sure as hell hope I can afford you. If not, we're going to have to look at a different angle. And Birmingham are winning. Birmingham City have the lead. It's Anderson that was somehow to go down the byline and able to slot it past the goalie. An absolute disaster clash here. Look at this. Anderson gets past Reggie Cannon with ease, gets past Avia. Avia's just not defending that at all. And the goalkeeper expecting the cut back, and he goes near post. Iracunda, Bergval, halftime, down 1-0. We might not be winning the league, but we're still being promoted. But we want that trophy in our hands. Broha, Cannon, crossed in. Iracunda touch. Iracunda finish. It's 1-1. Bolton draw level after being terrible the entire game. And we still have time left to grab that winner. Hutchinson, Armando Broha. Broha gets past the defenders, and Armando Broha will get past the goalie, and of course it had to be him to give us the lead. It's 2-1, and Bolton are league title bound here now. Broha into Hutchinson, and Omari Hutchinson. Omari, shot blocked. Broha, shot blocked again. Iracunda, that one we're going to the back of net, and that might seal the deal. 3-1 for Bolton. And we might be Premier League bound, or well, we are Premier League bound, but we might be championship champions here. And that is game over. That is the season over. Bolton are your championship league winners here. After last season's misery complier nearly getting relegated at multiple points in the season to Premier League bound league champions, here we go. Broha has absolutely turned this team around. Iracunda saved us last season and in the first season as well. Almadar was an unsung hero, definitely. David Clausen, he's the captain at the moment. Will this be the last time he'll ever lift a trophy? I still don't know if he's retiring. I'm assuming he's retiring just because he's 32 years old, but he could still continue on here. But Bolton are your championship league title winners here. David Clausen to lift the trophy, the most weird player to lift the trophy, but it is what it is. We are Premier League bound, and we are about to lose a lot of our key players that actually pushed us up to the Premier League. The good news is we might get a boatload of money, though, to be able to spend. We got to spend it wisely. We can't have a thing that we had with the first season in the championship where we faced off against relegation, except for the fact that we actually should be facing off against relegation next season for sure. But it'll be definitely an interesting ride here. And here is the final table. Luton Town finishing second after drawing their final game. Actually, did they drew? No, they lost their final game of the season, didn't they? They lost, let's see, let's go here. Sunderland drew their game against Stoke City, so they only got to 91. Leicester City lost to Blackburn Rovers. That is interesting, so they are sitting in third. They will have a playoff match against Middlesbrough. Sunderland will take on Norwich. And then if we go to Luton Town also lost, so literally all three teams just didn't want to get automatically promoted. Luton Town got lucky the most. They got lucky the most. They lost and still get automatically promoted. Bolton only 2 points away from doing the Centurions here in the championship. Going down towards League One, Sheffield Wednesday, Peterborough, and Lincoln City. I'm assimilating a couple of days or a couple of weeks to try and get past the playoffs to see who comes back up with us. And then we'll see who comes down from the Premier League, who we're replacing, and we'll check out all season stats as well. And before that, we get the first trophy parade of the series here. We're obviously Championship League winners next season. A cup title, possibly FA Cup, Carabao Cup. Making the miraculous run of a Premier League title, that would be absolutely. If we won the Premier League next season, that would be insane. I literally call myself a cheater. But we are your championship winners there. Wow, Leicester City and Sunderland went from playing off for a top 2 spot to getting knocked out of the playoffs in the first round. Absolutely insane. Middlesbrough and Norwich in the final, and Norwich are going up to the Premier League after winning 3-0 on penalties here. Wow. So Norwich are Premier League bound alongside Luton and Bolton here. Let's see who we're replacing in the league. So Arsenal won the Premier League dominant fashion as well. Manchester City finishing in second. Tottenham all the way down to 9th. Who's getting relegated? We are replacing Bournemouth, Burnley, and Sheffield United. So those will be the 3 teams we replace there. Let's go see the top goal scorer. Broha was the top goal scorer the entire league. 31 goals in 45 matches. He only missed 1 game the entire season, which is absolutely absurd. Let's go check out the rest of the squad here. 34 in total for Broha across all competitions. 16 for Hutchinson. 15 for Bergvall. Irakunda had 11. Patino had 15 assists and 7 goals. Let's do a loan report now on our youngsters. Goodman a +2, Blake a +4, Drew a +10, George a +1, Caden Clark a +4, Rossi a +5 from half of the season, Abreu a +3, Lucas a +3, Norton a +4, Conte a +4, Williams a +3, Nicholson +4. A lot of these guys will be coming back next season. So we'll see what we have to do for them. But for now, that's the end of this season. That's the end of this episode. If you did enjoy it, leave a like and subscribe. And when we come back, it's Premier League transfer window business. Maybe bringing back Broha. We'll see what happens. But until then, leave a like, subscribe, and peace out.